This is a video of one of the recorded sessions I did for one of my Blackboard courses. Now I was able to upload this video to YouTube so that I could insert it just as an element right into the course here so students can simply click play without having to click any outside links. To do this, I needed to convert the Illuminate recording into an MP4 format, which I can either embed directly into the course or upload to a video hosting service like SchoolTube or YouTube so that I can embed it into my class. So to do this, I need to use a tool called Collaborate or Illuminate Publish. I'm going to go ahead and launch this tool. And I am prompted to put in the address of my recording. And I'm going to paste in this link. And I know I have the right link because it starts with sas.illuminate.com, and if I didn't, at this point Publish is going to start preparing it. It'll run through some steps where it's checking the SSL certificate and copying it to the local system so that it can do what it needs to do. At this point, you just need to wait until all the pop-up windows disappear. Okay, once my link has been accepted into Publish, now all of these other tools become active, so I can decide what I want to do. If I want to create only an audio file, then I would uncheck the Multimedia tab. But I do want to just create a typical recording, and I want to be able to upload this to some kind of video hosting service, either YouTube or SchoolTube or something of that nature. And so generally I will always go with the defaults. So this H.264 format you can change. You could change it to an AVI or a WMV or a movie. This is an industry standard MP4 format that's compressed. This MP4 down below here is not compressed, and generally this is what is considered industry standard, and I'm going to go ahead and go with that. However, if you're using Movie Maker and you plan to do some video editing, you want to make sure that maybe you choose, depending on your version of Movie Maker, a WMV or an AVI file, because not all versions of Movie Maker will support the MP4s for editing. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the MP4 format because I know my video editing program does support that, and I'm going to leave everything else set up. I am going to uncheck I don't in my session, so I'm just going to uncheck those boxes and leave everything else set as is and click the convert button. Next, I'm prompted to ask where I would like to save my converted files. So I'm going to give it a descriptive name. And for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to put it on my desktop and click the convert button. You'll see progress bars along the bottom, and you just need to sit tight. This can take anywhere from a few minutes to several minutes, so maybe go grab a cup of coffee. While my file was converting, I noticed at the bottom of my screen that my Collaborate session recording did open. It has closed by itself. Again, this is just part of Publish doing the converting process. Once finished, you'll be prompted with this message, and you can say yes or no. Basically, it's telling you it's finished. You want to view your converted files. I'm going to minimize Publish and go to my desktop and find my two recordings. There's two different video files that Publish will create for me. One is this Java-based jar file, and this is a exact replica of what my typical recorded session looks like. When I double-click on the jar file, it opens what looks like a typical Blackboard Collaborate recording. I have it paused, but you can see the Blackboard Collaborate classroom, participants, and chat window. So it functions just like a typical recorded session, except I can take this file with me on my computer to maybe a location where I won't have internet access. When I double-click the MP4 format, Windows Media Player is launched, and you can see I have a video screen with just what appears on my whiteboard. The Blackboard Collaborate tools, participants, and other items that are included are not visible. So I have a very clean interface of just the whiteboard and any content that I display over the whiteboard, like multimedia files. So some teachers prefer this format. You can upload an MP4, WMV, AVI, and similar files up to YouTube, and you can then embed these files into your class with YouTube or SchoolTube. It just makes for a really nice, clean interface. This format I can also put into a video editing program where I can edit out parts maybe that were goofs or parts that maybe I want to change, or simply just delete some of the silence at the beginning or end of the session. So that is Illuminate Publish, just a very handy tool that will enable you to take your Collaborate recordings and turn them into video files that are much more portable and more editable if that is what you need.